Here we have a 2021 Subaru WRX. Has a turbocharged 2-liter flat-4 engine making 268 horsepower. Has a 6-speed manual transmission sending power to all 4 wheels. And this sedan only has 10,000 kilometers on the odometer. For the interior, we have your power mirrors, windows, and locks, all found below the driver's door handle. Some storage along the bottom by your speaker as well. We do have a nice black-on-black combination for the interior with some red accenting throughout, as well as carbon fiber style trim on the dash. And then we do have these nice cloth bucket seats with pretty good bolstering on them as well. Ignition system starts up nice and easy. And you can see we do have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster. At the very bottom, you can see we have 10,946 kilometers on the odometer. And you are able to change what is displayed in the center screen here as well. Let's leave that at speed. And then down here, we do have your gauge cluster illumination, your trunk release, and your traction control. On the steering wheel, we have your Bluetooth and audio controls on this side. The controls down here is what I was using to go through the screen in the gauge cluster, and then we have your cruise control on the other side. 6-speed manual transmission for reverse, I should say. You just lift up this little collar, move it all the way to the end, and put it in reverse, and then you'll see your backup camera is displayed on the center screen in the center stack there. For the stereo, you do get AM, FM, and XM radio. You have USB and auxiliary ports, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a CD player. You can see the CD player at the very top there. You do have some shortcuts along the sides as well. Shortcuts for next track, volume, tuning, and then it is touchscreen, very intuitive to use, just like you would for your smartphone. And you have a bunch of different settings in here as well. Above that, we do have this extra screen here with some more information. So in here, we currently have what is the boost gauge. So since we're just at idle, the engine is running on vacuum, so it's negative boost pressure. But when you drive it, it'll show, and then kind of has a red line showing as like a high score, I suppose. Explains how to do that. You can have just various information, so your fuel efficiency as well as your range, geometry, all that fun stuff. And then when you are changing the climate control, this is where the information will show up there. So I'm just turning it up and down. Below all of that, we do have the controls for climate control, ice cold air conditioning, of course. So that's what I was turning these to change what displayed in the top when it was going up and down the temperature. Below that, we have a 12-volt cigarette lighter cell outlet. I already mentioned the 6-speed manual transmission. Nice little WRX plaque there. Handbrake. 2 cup holders, and then you do have heated seats, so you have a high and low for both the front passengers. Nice leather wrapped armrest here, same matching trim, which is super nice. And in here we do have 2 USB ports, an auxiliary port, and another 12-volt cigarette lighter cell outlet in there. The WRX is equipped with 17-inch factory alloy wheels wrapped in Dunlop tires. We do have a nice white color for the exterior. With the flat-4 engine, you do have the intercooler hood scoop on the top of the engine, so the air goes in the hood, goes right through the intercooler. And then down at the bottom here, we do have your engine block heater. On the fender, we have the nice little WRX plaque. There's a 4-door sedan, 4-wheel disc brakes, and then we do have LED taillights in the back, badging for Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. And on the other side, we have WRX with Subaru badge right in the middle. Quad exhaust, so you do have 2 pipes on either side. And then get in the back, we'll hold the trunk release button on the key. In the back of the WRX, you do have a nice big trunk, tons of storage space all throughout, and it is carpeted all the way up, which is super nice to have. Underneath the false floor, we do have this sound deadening foam with some tools to change the spare tire in case of emergency. If we go 1 layer deeper, we do have the spare tire itself, with more tools in the very middle. And then you are able to fold down the rear seats. They do come down in a 60-40 split, so you can see that uneven divide there. And when you're done, just grab the trunk. For the rear interior, we have your power window switch right in the middle, door handle just above, some storage just below with the speaker. And in the back of the WRX, you do get a good amount of legroom and headroom back here. Same nice cloth material for the rear seats with the red accent stitching throughout. You also have an armrest here that folds down, giving you a nice place to put your arm, nice and sturdy there, and 2 cup holders. You also have child seat anchors on the rear deck behind the headrests, and the lower child seat anchors are indicated by these little circles. You just pull those out, and then underneath there we have those all the way across. And then you are able to fold down the rear seats by pulling the tab here, giving you access to the trunk or having it go flat. And that was the 2021 Subaru WRX. If you're interested in this turbocharged, all-wheel drive, manual transmission sports sedan, you can go to parkmazda.ca to fill out the form to book your test drive. In doing so, we can get you a $25 Visa gift card for coming down. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.